Thank you for visiting the Combs Waterkotte website and our YouTube channel. Our criminal defense law firm in Illinois has over 400 perfect reviews and a long history of client satisfaction, dismissals, charge reductions, and victories. We have created these audio articles to help protect your freedom, reputation, and rights. If hired for your case, we will not give up until you get fair justice. Domestic Violence Defense Lawyer, Southern Illinois. If you've been accused of domestic violence in Southern Illinois, your future could be on the line, even before you step into a courtroom. Domestic violence cases move fast and carry serious consequences, including jail time, protective orders, and permanent damage to your reputation. At Combs Waterkotte, our experienced Southern Illinois criminal defense attorneys provide aggressive, compassionate representation for individuals facing domestic violence allegations across the region. What qualifies as domestic violence in Illinois? Domestic violence in Illinois is broadly defined as any act of physical abuse, harassment, intimidation, interference with personal liberty, or willful deprivation committed by a family or household member. You don't need to be married or living together. The law covers spouses, dating partners, parents and children, step relatives, roommates, and even co-parents who never lived together. Importantly, domestic violence charges can arise from both criminal conduct, like assault or stalking, and violations of civil protections, like violating an order of protection. This means you can face serious legal consequences even without a visible injury or physical altercation. Examples of actions that can lead to domestic violence charges include striking or physically harming someone, threatening violence, either in person or electronically, blocking someone from leaving or calling for help, repeated unwanted contact, including texts or social media messages, damaging property during a domestic dispute. In short, if the alleged victim shares a protected relationship with you under Illinois law, the state may treat the case as domestic violence, regardless of your intent or whether physical harm occurred. Types of domestic violence victims and situations in Southern Illinois. Domestic violence in Southern Illinois doesn't just happen between spouses or romantic partners. The law protects a wide range of people, and domestic violence charges can stem from many different situations. Our lawyers defend clients accused of harming, threatening, or harassing spouses and former spouses, including during or after divorce proceedings, boyfriends, girlfriends, or co-parents, regardless of whether you lived together. Children and stepchildren, including accusations tied to discipline or custody disputes. Elderly parents or disabled relatives who depend on you for care. Roommates and housemates, even if the relationship is not romantic or familial. Many domestic violence charges stem from heated arguments, stressful family situations, or misunderstandings, not malicious intent. But once law enforcement is involved, these accusations are treated seriously, even if the alleged victim does not want to press charges. Our job is to get ahead of the narrative and protect your rights at every turn. Domestic violence charges involving children in Illinois. Allegations involving children are among the most serious and sensitive forms of domestic violence charges in Southern Illinois. Even well-intentioned discipline or verbal disputes can trigger investigations or lead to criminal charges if someone believes a child is at risk. Our domestic violence lawyers defend clients accused of child-related offenses, such as child abuse or battery, including spanking, slapping, or other physical contact perceived as excessive. Child endangerment, exposing a child to unsafe situations, substance use or violence. Neglect or willful deprivation, failing to provide necessities like food, shelter, or medical care. These cases often involve the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services, DCFS, which may initiate a child welfare investigation or remove a child from the home, even if no criminal charges are filed yet. We help clients protect their parental rights, respond to DCFS inquiries, and fight to keep families together when facing these high-stakes accusations. Orders of protection and no-contact terms in Southern Illinois. In many domestic violence cases, a court will issue an order of protection or set no-contact conditions as part of your bond. These restrictions are legally binding, and violating them can lead to immediate arrest or upgraded charges. Illinois courts recognize 3 types of orders of protection. Emergency order, issued quickly, often without the accused present. Interim order, temporary order granted between hearings. Plenary order, long-term, up to 2 years, after a full court hearing. Protective orders can force you to leave your home, surrender firearms, avoid contact with your children, and even limit what public places you're allowed to be at. Even if you believe the claims are false or exaggerated, not following all conditions could lead to additional criminal charges. Our Southern Illinois domestic violence lawyers help clients respond to protection orders, contest unfair terms, and fight back against claims that are used to gain the upper hand in family or custody disputes. What happens after a domestic violence arrest in Southern Illinois? Domestic violence arrests in Southern Illinois often unfold quickly, and many people are charged before they fully understand what's happening. If police are called to a domestic dispute, they may arrest someone on the spot, even if no one was hurt or no crime clearly occurred. Here's what typically happens after an arrest. Booking: you'll be taken to jail, fingerprinted, and formally charged. Bond hearing: a judge will decide whether you can be released and may impose no contact orders or other conditions. Arraignment: you will enter a plea and be assigned court dates. Pretrial phase: evidence is reviewed, negotiations may occur, and motions are filed to challenge or dismiss charges. Keep in mind that smaller or rural counties in Southern Illinois may move cases faster or handle bond conditions differently than urban courts. Our Southern Illinois domestic violence defense lawyers have experience in courthouses throughout the region and know how to adapt to local procedures. What to do if you've been accused of domestic violence? If you're facing a domestic violence accusation in Southern Illinois, your actions right now matter. Even a false or exaggerated claim can lead to jail time, a criminal record, or losing access to your home and children. Here's what to do, and what not to do, immediately. Steps to take right away. Do not contact the accuser, even if you're trying to apologize or explain. Follow all court orders, including no-contact terms or orders of protection. Gather evidence: messages, emails, photos, witness names, anything that supports your side. Stay silent with police unless you have a domestic violence defense lawyer present. Call a defense attorney immediately. Delays can hurt your case. Avoid these common mistakes. Talking to the police without a lawyer present. Posting about the incident on social media. Ignoring court dates or conditions of release. Assuming the case will go away without legal help. Even if the person who made the accusation wants to drop the charges, the prosecutor can still move forward. Your best defense is an experienced legal team who knows how to take control of the situation fast. Criminal penalties for domestic violence in Illinois. Domestic violence convictions in Illinois carry serious consequences, not just legally, but personally and professionally. Depending on the charge and your criminal history, You could face jail time, steep fines, and life-altering collateral effects. Typical criminal classifications. Domestic battery, first offense. Class A misdemeanor, up to 1 year in jail and $2,500 in fines. Aggravated domestic battery, Class 2 felony, 3 to 7 years in prison. Mandatory minimum if great bodily harm is involved. Repeat domestic battery. Felony charge, even minor incidents can trigger felony upgrades. Child endangerment or abuse, Class A misdemeanor to Class X felony, depending on harm and circumstances. Collateral consequences of a conviction. Permanent criminal record, not expungible in most cases. Possible loss of gun rights, child custody restrictions, or loss of parenting time. Immigration consequences for non-citizens, employment difficulties, and professional license suspension. In short, even a minor domestic violence case can carry major penalties. Our Southern Illinois domestic violence attorneys know how to fight aggressively to keep these outcomes off your record and out of your future. Types of domestic violence cases our lawyers handle. Our domestic violence lawyers in Southern Illinois defend clients against a wide range of allegations, from first-time accusations to felony-level charges with complex family dynamics. No matter who is involved or how serious the accusation, we approach every case with discretion, urgency, and determination. Personal and family violence. Domestic battery and aggravated domestic battery. Child abuse, endangerment, or neglect. Elder abuse or caregiver-related violence. Spousal or partner assault during divorce or custody battles. Interference with personal liberty or emotional abuse. Related offenses and violations. Violation of orders of protection or bond conditions. Harassment, threats, or stalking, including electronic. Criminal trespass or property damage during disputes. False accusations in child custody or divorce proceedings. DCFS referrals or investigations tied to domestic incidents. Speak with a Southern Illinois domestic violence lawyer. Today, domestic violence charges can upend your life in an instant, but you don't have to face them alone. Combs Waterkotte provides strong strategic defense for clients across Southern Illinois. Contact us online or call 618-88-CRIME now for a free, confidential consultation with a proven Southern Illinois domestic violence lawyer. We're available 24/7 and ready to help.